Today I'm doing my my second to last makeup tutorial in the Gold Leaf series. I've got this will be my 8th one. I have 2 more. So this is my before picture before I did my makeup. And so we're going to begin my makeup. My face is a little bit white because it's raining and there was just a thunderstorm. 2 today actually, but I'm just showing you my nail varnishes I've got. This is the Barry limited edition holographic nail paint. I will put glitter. I'll put down what it is. This is the Barry matte nail polish in vanilla, a muted purple colour. And I'll put anything that I use down below which I can think of or doesn't have a name. Now I'm using the Marks & Spencer's antibacterial hand gel just to make sure that my hands are clean before I apply anything on my face. As you can see, I have a massive spot on my face and it's the only spot I have, and I don't want to spread it anywhere else, and I don't want it to get sore and horrid. So now I'm using the Marks & Spencer's Lip Care Lip Balm. It's the best lip balm I have come across. I still miss my Blistex Med Plus Cherry Berry Lip Balm. I really would like that to come back. As you can see, I'm like disliking this spot of mine. So I am going to now apply my Yesterday Stay Cream. And I love the instructions on the back, the directions. I would read it to you in this video, but that would take too long. But I'm applying this all over my face for an even moisturising. I use this. I've got a second bottle at hand at the moment. It's coming to its last legs. It's been lasting since August, and I am super proud of it. And that how long it's lasted for, and I am so proud of it. And now I'm using the Tisteron anti-blemish stick, and it's got tea tree oil in it. So yeah, I am applying as much as possible onto this spot. I should have used this when the spot was beginning to show signs of coming up through my skin, but I didn't, so yeah. It's a little bit of a naughty thing to do, but I'm just applying it. As you can see, I am quite tired, because yesterday I woke up at 5:45 to get ready to go to Oxford, because my brother was sailing, and plus I needed to, we needed to get there for 8, and also we got back at 7 o'clock at night time, so we were out for ages walking around. And now I'm using the Natural Collection Cover Up Cream in shade Fair, and I'm just patting this and tried to cover up this spot, but it just wouldn't be covered. I was wearing my dad's beanie yesterday, and he's like, "Oh, Kira, you can't use it for the next day," and I was like, "What?" So a little bit angry at that because I can't wear it, and that means anybody walking down the street can see my massive spot, which is just angering me, as you can see. And I tried my very best to get this spot covered, but as you can see, it protested against my actions of trying. I applied loads of concealer on it, but it just wouldn't stay, and I guess it's because of that I'm not the very best in concealers and face products. Even though I like some face products on my face, I just wasn't very good at it. And now I'm applying the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, which I'm using as a primer onto my eyelids. As a primer because it's got a sticky consistency, but also quite a light coverage, and isn't too pigmented. I don't like to wear pigmented things while I am on my eyes or under my eyes, because usually, well, not pigmented things, but I mean some concealers can cake, and that's not a good look. Now I'm using the L'Oreal Colour Richie eyeshadow in Marron Glaze, and I'm using this the lightest colour in the palette, and I'm applying this all over my entire eyelid. This will help to determine whether I put the darker colour, which is the first darkest in the whole palette. And you probably gather from the title, it's called Darker, and basically there's a dark lip and dark eyeshadow in this. So yeah, I'm just applying the darkest colour in the eyeshadow palette, and I am going to put this on the outer half of my eyelid and bring it in towards the lightest colour. The reason why this makeup tutorial is called Darker is because the days it gets darker quicker, and I thought, wow, what should I call it? I have pumpkin spice, turning leaves, autumn raspberry, but I need to do some tutorials, so what should I call it? Darker. The days get shorter and it gets darker. So I decided to call it Darker. And yes, the leaves in England are still on. Now I'm just fixing up any patches where I had missed where the brush had missed. And then I'm using the third darkest colour in the palette. The second one is next to the darkest of all of them, and I'm putting this in just a little bit to the just a little bit on the lightest colour, not too far, just so that the dark colour transitions into the light colour. Otherwise you got dark, light, and there's no sort of blending look to it. I don't like to blend my eyes because sometimes the eyeshadows I have, or because I don't have a proper primer, it'll just come off, and that's not such a good idea. So I'm repeating what I did on my other eye, and it's the most easiest look on the world, but that's what I did. And I was just using a Topshop brush. I don't know the name or type of brush it is, but that's what I was using. I think it's a pencil brush, I'm not quite sure. Now I'm using the Yes to Cucumbers facial wipes or towelettes, and I'm removing any excess eyeshadow which as you can probably see, I wanted a more rounded look instead of a lumpy, bumpy, not a lumpy, bumpy, a more square look. As you can see, I just wanted a rounder look, so this is why I'm just wiping it away, just making it more round and wiping away any excess that's gone over my crease line and which I do not want. And I'm sorry you can't see what I'm doing. When I try and do these looks, I don't like to use my iPod as a mirror, so I have a mirror at hand drawing every makeup tutorial I do. And so yes, that's what I do. But basically, I just kind of have a mirror to make sure that my makeup looks alright, because sometimes my iPod doesn't pick up the smudges and imperfections which happen to happen. And now I am using the second darkest colour in the palette, and I'm smudging this underneath my eye on the lower lash line. And I'm doing this because I want a smoky look, and I picked up the wrong brush there. So taking that colour, and I'm just putting it underneath on my lash line. I didn't have a proper angled brush to do this look, so there was a little bit of excess eyeshadow on there, which I wiped away afterwards. Then I took the darkest colour in the palette again, and I used this on the outer half of where I had put the eyeshadow, just so that the eyeshadow on my lids weren't too top heavy, and it kind of looked neat. Then I took the wipe again and just wiped away the excess eyeshadow, which I didn't want because I always like a neat line on my eyelid. Then I took the 17 Make Your Mark eyeliner, and this is a felt tip eyeliner, and I drew a line on my top lash line, and then I did a little flick at the end, a little wing at the end. I thought that it would be pretty fun to do that, since this look has a lot of boring colours in it, and I just thought, well, if this looks going to be a bit boring, we just need a little bit of a flirty flick going on there. And it's such an easy way of doing a wing with a felt tip eyeliner, so I thoroughly enjoyed the look afterwards, as I realised that I could do wings. And I'm hoping just doing a wing and a really dark lip, because sometimes with like a dark lip you don't really want a dramatic eyes, but in this look, as it's called darker, I wanted dramatic eyes, dramatic lips. Spicy will just probably have some light browns or a wash of light brown over it, and I won't tell you much more because otherwise you'd be running around screaming at me going, Kira, why did you tell us what you were going to use in Spicy? And now we know what products to use and how to re-equate it, and you were babbling. And I just repeated the same eye look on here, and yeah. And I kind of had to show you who it was by. And I'm sorry if you hear any thunder or lightning in this video. It actually did thunder today. And it thundered 9 times. So there's 9 claps of thunder and 7 strikes of lightning. Then I was using the Natural Collection, or not, changed my mind. Now I'm using the MAC Amethyst, and I don't know what eyeshadow or the name of this eyeshadow is. Like, is it a prolong wear blur one, pressed pigment, that sort of thing. But this is a really, really nice pinky purple glittery eyeshadow, and I put this in my inner corner as well as putting it in my eye. So that I was like blinking, moving my eye about, trying to get the eyeshadow out of my eye. And you know when sorry, I thought my computer wasn't going to charge in this. I was like, you know when your computer doesn't charge and it's broken and you're going mad? That's what I was going to say to you guys, but then I looked down and realised that it was just the bubbles that stops the whole thing from showing up. You didn't really need to know that. I can tell you that you didn't need to know it. Then I'm using the Natural Collection Lash Length Mascara, and you might not know this, but this is my new mascara. But wait. You have to wait to the 26th of October for my favourites video, or wait to the 30th. It's either going to be uploaded or filmed on the 26th or uploaded on the 30th. And guess what, guys? On the 31st, it's Halloween. Yes, Halloween, guys. I will be doing a pumpkin tutorial. As you already seen, I have done the doodler. I was going to do a pumpkin makeup look, but I'm going to be doing how to carve a pumpkin. And I'm putting this mascara on my top and bottom lashes. Yes, I will be doing that. I'll probably have to get a pumpkin next time I go to Flowerland, or that's our pet store, by the way, guys. Or when I go to the pumpkin patch to pick one out. I always just do it because I like to see the little people come around with their types of sweets and whatnot. I always kind of get my mum. I try and get my mum to pick them out. I'm like, you've got to get them now. You've got to get them now. Yeah, because otherwise, what are you meant to do? Who knows? I'm not the biggest fan in Halloween, but I know that most beauty gurus do this sort of thing, and it's much more fair on you guys if I do it. And now I'm now curling my lashes. I like to do it after I've applied my mascara, which is really bad, says most people. And so I decided I'm going to go against the rules and curl my lashes after I've done my mascara. I know it's bad, guys, so don't hate on me on that bit. I know it is bad for your lashes to do it, but I'm a rebel when I go against the rules. Don't ask. And now I'm using the Max Factor Whipped Creme foundation in light ivory shade 40. You can find it in Boots, and I don't know what I think it's got a different name in America, but it's CoverGirl. So if you look for CoverGirl whipped cream type foundation, then that's the one for you guys, but this is the one for me. And I'm dotting this all over my face. This is a demi-matte foundation. I'm actually running out of it, but I'm just going to go back to concealer because it's quite a pain in the bum to do this. Apply foundation each morning and concealer under my eyes a little bit better, and then blush. So it takes less of the time, and I always finish my makeup at 7:39 in the morning, or 8:39, or 39 something 39. But I want to get it down to 30, something 7:30 or 8:30 or 9:30 or something. Now I'm just blending all that foundation in. I dotted it all over my face. I don't actually use a brush, and now I'm adding more foundation onto my forehead to try and combat the spot, but it just didn't work. I was pretty cross with that. Basically, when I do my foundation, I always dab my face to take off any excess foundation, and you'll usually find that the foundation comes off in the small parts. It doesn't come off all the way, but you can kind of see when it's cakey. It kind of looks kind of like you've got powder and water, mixed it up and slapped it all over your face, and kind of it fills your pores in. I mean, there's a teacher at my school that does that. Well, she applies the foundation with a lamplight, and that's the worst. And I recommend, guys, if you have a lamplight, or you have no light, or there's no light in the morning, go into your bathroom and use the bathroom light. It's much brighter. If you have if it's not an orange light, use that. Or if not, don't wear makeup. Or you can wear makeup. If it's like school makeup, don't wear any. I wear it, but my light's alright, and I kind of make sure once it gets lighter that it's okay. Now I'm using the Catrice Defining Blush in Rose Royce, and you know I love my Coralista blush, but I decided to use this look as it was more blush because it was more of a plummy colour, a plummy pink colour than the Coral colour by Benefit. Coralista. And I'm just doing this all over my face very lightly. I know this isn't the most pigmented blush, but I just wanted a light flush of pink on my cheeks just to give my face a little bit of colour to it, but not too much. And yeah. And then I am using the eyeliner, and I'm lining the outer half of my eyelash line just a little bit, just to darken it a little bit more, and just to add a bit more definition to my lower lash line. And yeah. I'm adding concealer under my eyes to wake them up a little bit. As you can see, I did have some under eye circles because, as you know, I woke up at 5:45 yesterday to get to Oxford, and yeah. So I'm just applying that all over my eyes. And again, I'm doing the same on my other eye, and I really like doing this. I do this every single day with the Natural Collection Cover Up Cream, or concealer, whatever you want to call it. They always come up with fancy names like lash line or line something fancy which doesn't make sense. Except for this one does. It's more of a creamy texture and it does cover up. And as you can see, I am battling that spot again. And it didn't work, and it melted off after my horse riding the concealer, so it didn't work. My battle against my spot didn't work. So I'll be going back to using my acne facial wash. I always use an acne facial wash because they're always a bit more stronger than normal facial washes, so they kind of get off those nasty spots. I'm just patting a bit more concealer on because I thought, well, I'm going to try and battle that spot and get it on. But then I just wiped away, so I made it like, what I did was I kind of went square gently around it, so yeah. Sorry about that, guys, if you heard that. That was these pipes. I'm using the Revlon Just Been Kissable Balm Stain in Crush. This is a really nice deep berry colour, and it's in shade 005 if you're going to try and find it on the internet. And I'm just applying this. My lips were a little bit chapped at that time, but when you see the after picture, you will see how good it looks. And I actually lost my glasses at the time I was filming this video, so that I couldn't actually show you what I was wearing. What it looked like with my glasses on till I did my after picture. There you go, that's the lips finished, and that's us finished. This is the after look and the finished look, and as you can see, it's really nice, and you can still see that spot. So thank you for watching my video, and I hope you enjoyed it, and come back next time for spicy and an update. Bye!